Let's begin the program with security matters. For the third consecutive year, Lagos State has recorded no single case of armed robbery attacks on banks and other financial institutions operating within its boundary. This is according to the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who made this known to stakeholders at the 16th Town Hall meeting on security in Lagos. Take a look.
The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, arrives at the venue of the 16th Town Hall meeting on security, organized by the State Security Trust Fund at the Civic Center, Victoria Island. It's a conversation that concerns every Lagosian, the public and the private sector, the police, the Nigerian Army, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, FRSC, and Lagos State Traffic Management Authority.
In the 16 years of its existence, the fund has continued to remain relevant.
The Lagos State Security Trust Fund gives an account of its stewardship, including its challenges and achievements in the year under review.
Mr. Governor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from the foregoing, it is clear that we have a serious security resource deficit, which we must deal with decisively. The Trust Fund has shown capacity, resilience, tenacity, prudence, and accountability over the years, hence the need to speak to its funding challenges. An entity that has shown that in the last 16 years to be the mainstay of support to these agencies, from vehicles to communication gadgets to police accoutrements, bulletproof vests, etc., cannot continue to function on voluntary donations. We can't continue to wait on people's discretion and benevolence. The harsh business climate is also a large contributing factor, so we must leverage on the huge population of Lagos and exploit new frontiers for us to get steady stream of income. The cost of goods and services, devaluation of our currency, inflation make nonsense of even figures as high as 1 billion naira. Because in 2013, 1 billion naira would buy 233 vehicles. This year, we can barely buy 35 vehicles with 1 billion naira. So it tells you that the figure sounds big, but there isn't much it will do. The needs assessment, as I've stated, is high because of all these things I've mentioned in the past. And I think in addition, there are also increased warnings by security agencies, both local and foreign, of possible attacks in Lagos, which is not insulated from the rest of our country. As this is an election year, political violence is another clear and present danger, and many people have been drawing our attention to, hence the need to provide the capabilities to secure lives and property in the next few months as we approach the general elections.
Reviewing the crime reports between November 2021 till date, the State Commissioner of Police reels out success stories of the Lagos State Police Command.
With the continuous enforcement of the ban on motorcycles operation in major parts of the state, incidents of robbery in traffic occasioned by the use of motorcycles as a gateway have become a thing of the past. Below is the precis or summary of the achievements recorded by the command from the 1st October 2021 to 30th October 2022 as indicated on the table. We have all these statistics in our various books displayed to us. I'll go through this later. From the summary of the cases recorded in the command within the period of this report, as highlighted above, out of 170 robbery cases carried out by groups, 149 were foiled, while 21 was successful with 146 suspects arrested in connection with the crimes. 128 among the armed robbery suspects arrested are returned to court, while the investigation into the cases involving others is ongoing. In the same vein, 52 cases of court-related cases and arrests of 240 cultists were recorded during the period. All the suspects have been arraigned before the courts and their trial is progressing. It's also noteworthy to mention that 14 vehicles were stolen by hoodlums in the state, while 30 vehicles were recovered. The figure of the recovered vehicles include those stolen from other states but brought to Lagos for disposal. 409 murder cases, arrested in murder cases, 339 have been charged to court, while investigation is ongoing on other cases.
Governor Sanwo-Olu tells the gathering about the LSSTF model adopted by the state in raising security standards, which has been effective, urging private sector donors to contribute their quota for the sustainability of the fund.
Let me say that the approach that we have conducted on security in Lagos State is an holistic one. The concept of human security that places a premium on guaranteeing that citizens have access to health care, to education, to food security, to financial enhancement opportunity, to shelter, to ensuring that the development of a total being is capable of being reached its fullest potential. All of these things we believe can only be sustained and be kept under a very safe and secure environment. And so therefore in Lagos State, we must never lose sight of the big, complete picture of an all-round security architecture. All of our programs are geared towards the provision and expansion of the opportunity for our people, especially the young minds in our society. We're determined to ensuring that no one is left behind for as long as you remain a worthy citizen of this great state. And I think this is also reflective of the economic promise that we gave 3.5 years ago when we came under the team's agenda, which I'm sure you all know too very well now. The last letter in that pillar is security and governance. Lagos State government security policy is driven by the need for a wholly secure environment that enables the well-being, prosperity, and fulfillment of the people of the state. You all know the indices. You all know that this is the center of excellence. You all know that this is the commercial economic nerve center of our country. You all know that it's the biggest developed city in the whole of Africa. You all know that it has a space in the GDP component of our country. And so this responsibility beholds on us that we must do this and we must continue to keep this city safe and secure for not only ourselves, but for also our international partners and visitors. And so our effort has yielded results, I dare say. We have continued to keep this city, this mega city-state, largely safe. It continues to remain, and is not just a cheap chop. That is the safest part of our country. The last 3.5 years, we have continued to maintain the record of 0 bank robbery in our state. You see, we might not understand it, but for some of us that are in this state, we've been part of this before. On this same road that we have the Civic Center, on this same street, several years ago, when this place was a dump site in itself, we knew the story then. We could, remember how very much it was also very difficult for some of us to ply on this road. That's the story that we need to remind ourselves. These are some of the things that we need to bring forward today so that as a people, we do not forget where we all started from. And so my appeal is for all of us to see this as one arm of a government-private sector relationship that has delivered so very well. An arm that has stood the test of time, because it's not 5 years, it's not 10 years, it's doing 16 years. I want us to have a Lagos Security Trust Fund 25 years from today. I want us to have one that will still be in existence 10 years from today. And the only way to do it is for you to have a role and to have a leg and an arm into it. And to be able to hold the men that will continue to bring us on the board accountable and responsible. And so I believe that the call that we're making today is that we want to build this fund bigger, better than what it used to be.
The Lagos State government says the deployment of digital surveillance in combating emerging crimes is beginning to take shape, with the rollout of technology tools, high-definition cameras to monitor strategic locations across the state. He calls on residents to collaborate and provide information to security agencies whenever they notice suspicious activities within their communities.